It first started when he was in K1, when the preschool teacher notified us that he has some difficulty in catching up with the schoolworks.
We realized that he doesn't speak much and he doesn't even get the basic of A to Z.
When she was childcare, all the teachers having great headaches, like simple spelling out to do.
I teach English in school, right? So you expect my daughter to be fantastic at it, right? And she'll be like in primary 1, she'll be like the best in class.
So the teacher feedback to me that Kyla doesn't remember much thing and doesn't follow what the peers is doing. And be it in dancing, singing, she has difficulties to remember all the lyrics and move.
When she was in primary 1, she couldn't read anything at all. She was writing gibberish. So that was the struggle. And for us, it was like, oh, what's wrong? I mean, we're doing the same things with our 2 boys, and then the girl can't get it.
He struggles to learn. I think in the beginning it was harder for him to catch up with reading, like he would read more slowly, or he'd have challenge remembering things. So he would sometimes have to read something 7 times, 10 times, I think more than his peers would, in order for it to sort of to attach or to tick, and he would have to work much harder, I think, just to keep up. I'm not really worried about his future. I'm actually excited for it because a lot of the strengths that children of the future will need, which are adaptability, flexibility, sort of creativity, empathy, are actually what dyslexics are actually naturally strong in. So I think that he's going to do quite well in the future.
At times, I find that he may feel inferior among his friends.
Actually, I'm worried that he could not be in line with his peers, and also he will be looked down by others because of his situation.
I don't know whether he will have any issue in communicating and interacting with his friends in like a typical way.
I'm very scared for his feeling in school and the outside world when I'm not able to with him.
And as a teacher, and then people judge you because your child is in the school, how come she's not doing well? Or as a parent, you're not doing enough, but they don't understand. It's a different ball game altogether.
To be frank, I'm still in the denial mode. I didn't believe that he has such difficulties because I thought that he's just being lazy.
We felt a bit shocked because we thought that he has no issue with his studies, everything is fine. Yeah.
At first I was a bit worried, but after a while I calmed myself down and I went to search what can I do for him. So we went for a DAS screening. That's where our journey started from.
My first understanding is to be with her because she was born a premature baby. So priority is being healthy, followed by education. Of course, I was sad. Then I tell myself, as long I was with her, we can do it to the very best.
Yeah. Well, at first we were really upset simply because we didn't understand what dyslexia was. But when I went online and I unpacked what it was all about, I actually got really encouraged and excited for him because I saw that, famous dyslexics include, of course, Richard Branson, James Dyson, Walt Disney, or even Steven Spielberg. These are all really incredibly inspirational names.
Getting into DAS, and getting her diagnosed, right? And with having dyslexia, it was so wonderful because the help that I got from DAS, she was, I don't know how long it took. It was just like maybe a few months, and then you see like the difference.
Because I myself struggling with the same problem as what he is struggling to. Yeah, I have difficulties in reading a passage, reading it fast, and until now B and D I still cannot recognize the B and D. And then from there, I myself know that I myself also have dyslexia. Yeah, but for him, very fortunate that there's help for him. So I can see that he has improved a lot.
And I must say, right, from someone who actually couldn't read at all, she couldn't read anything, she couldn't recognize words, right? When in P6, she had a top band for reading. I did not have the right tools to help her.
We don't know how to help him at all. We need somebody to help him.
So he needs a more hands-on, interactive way of teaching.
I shared all this information with Tyler to tell him, oh, you're dyslexic, but this is great news.